Welcome back, guys, for another video. We have got a guest, yet again, a new one. Can you introduce yourself, please, mate?
Hey everyone, my name's Evertonian TV. Some of you might know me, some of you may not, but I'm very glad to be on today.
Thank you. We will leave his socials in the description, but down below, so hopefully you'll subscribe and follow all of his stuff. So, right, let's get into it. This is our Leicester preview on Wednesday. So, would you agree if it's the biggest game, but do you think coming into this game is one of the biggest games of the season since we're halfway through the season, Sam?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Few reasons why. I mean, when you look at how Leicester are doing at the moment, they are probably one of our biggest opponents coming up.
Yeah,
We need to get results against teams like Leicester, United, Liverpool over the next few weeks, and I think this is probably one of the biggest matches of the season for us. You know, we played against them a few weeks ago. We won against them, and now we need to go and do it again. I think it is the biggest match in terms of seeing what Everton can really do this season because we're still in there. We can still be competing for top four, top six maybe, but it's a big match in that Leicester are one of our biggest opponents in that top four chase. And I think if we want to show any intent on making top four this season, we need to go and get a result against Leicester.
yeah, I've totally agreed with what everything you just said about there. So before we talk about Leicester in depth, what's your thoughts on the general season right now and from last night's game against Sheffield Wednesday?
The season in general's been decent. I think we started off really well. Then after one or two really disappointing results against Southampton, Newcastle, we kind of dropped out. We looked to be having a good run in the Carabao Cup, but we dropped out in a very humiliating way, and I think that really frustrated Evertonians because we love to have a good cup run, and we need to do that in the FA Cup now. Now that we've made it to the final 16, that's very important for us because as Evertonians, we'd love to go and win the FA Cup since that was the last cup we actually won. Um, but
Yeah,
in general, the season's been all right. I think we're still in there. We've been doing really well recently. We've had a good run of form recently. A good win against Sheffield Wednesday yesterday. The performance yesterday, I think, is us drawing a line in the sand and saying, well, from here on forward, we're gonna keep a good run of form going, and we have the fixtures to go and prove ourselves. Leicester will be a good match for us, good
mm,
opponent. Newcastle, you have to go and get a result against them, no excuses.
yeah,
Then after then after that, we've got some tough fixtures against Leeds, Manchester United, Fulham, Liverpool. I think February is going to be our biggest month for us
mm,
because those are four very good teams that we have to go and get results against. So, yeah.
yeah, totally agreed. But everyone thought December would be the toughest one, but look what we did. We poured results after results, 3 points, and should be going into February very confident because hopefully our injured players will be back, like Alan and everyone else. But hopefully we can do what we did in December.
Yeah.
So going on to the Leicester side, then Jamie Vardy will be out for this game because he's got a injury, and that'll be very good for us because he's very fast, and Yerry Mina and Michael Keane isn't very fast. But I've got to give credit to them too because they've been putting in performances like they haven't before, to be fair to them. And since James Maddison, he's been a continued threat for Leicester, like he's shown a couple of weeks ago going into this game. So what's your thought about that then?
About Jamie Vardy, yeah, he was, I think, their best player up until the injury. I'm delighted that
Mm,
he's going to be out for this match. But, with that attacking threat out of the way, they've still got some great players in James Maddison. I think Maddison's going to be their biggest threat for us. But we showed last time out against Leicester that we can keep players like Vardy and Madison quiet.
mm,
We know how they like to play. We know that they are very good attacking wise, but having Vardy being injured is a big boost for us because I would have been very worried about him linking up with James Maddison. But now that he's out of the way, I think we can be a lot more confident about getting a result. Because, like I said, Vardy's been one of their best players so far this season. And we're gonna have a few players back like Luka Dean. I think Iwobi as well. I think will be
yeah,
back, which two players that we could really do in the Premier League at the moment. Luka Dean has been brilliant this season. He's just had a few disappointing injuries. Iwobi, I think, has been in the best form I've seen him since he joined Everton. He's been relentless, and he might, be that big competition for the likes of Richarlison and Rodriguez. Fought Rodriguez against Sheffield, had a great match. Richarlison recently has not been in the best of form, but he is a very important player to us. So it's going to be interesting to see where Iwobi comes into this match, whether he'll be starting or whether he'll be on the bench. But it'll be good to have Digne and Iwobi back for this match.
yeah. Going off the subject then, when we played against Wolves, them two were very effective because we didn't have a striker, so we played Sigurdsson up top, was it, with Iwobi on the wing and
Yes.
Hammers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lucas just came back from an injury and he started and he already got his first assist in like first 10 minutes of the game. So he was very effective. So hopefully they're all right to start. Like, so what's your starting 11 gonna be if fit?
I think we saw against Sheffield Wednesday, we went with a very strong lineup and we got the result we wanted. And in general, every performance out there was solid. We will make changes. I think the likes of Olsen will probably be dropped out for Pickford. Pickford's been in decent form recently. He's not been questioned about mistakes or whatever in recent
No.
times. That back four is going to be interesting because I thought the back four was really good against Sheffield. It'll be interesting to see with Luca Dean back in whether Ben Godfrey will start. I really hope he does because Ben
Mm.
Godfrey's been immense in recent times. But who would you take him out for? Would you take him out for Seamus? I thought Seamus had a good match against Sheffield, but he could be
Mm.
dropped out. Michael Keane will probably come back in alongside Jerry Mina for Mason Holgate. Changes like that, simple changes. We know if Luka Dean's fit, he's got to start. There's absolutely no reason to have him stay out if he is fit. It's just about who he'll come in for. Midfield, I was happy with the midfield. Davis, I don't think he's been too poor recently. I know he gets criticised a lot for, maybe not being up to the Premier League quality, but Gomez had a good match against Sheffield Wednesday. I would be happy to keep him in there alongside Decore. Richarlison, James Rodriguez, absolutely no problem with that. And Gilfind, Calvert-Lewin. In general, the whole team should stay there. You take Pickford back in for Olsen. Luka Dean back in probably for Ben Godfrey. You put Ben Godfrey out onto the right for Seamus. And that's attack and midfield would probably stay the same.
Yeah, true. I've just since that Wolves game, Decore will be unfortunately suspended. So would you start Davies then?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yes. Well, I will say this: Decore is a big loss at that. I forgot about that. But Decore is a big loss for me. Davis, yes, you have to put Davis in there. Like I said, I don't think Davis is too poor. I know he gets criticized at times, but We got no real other choice, so Davis and Gomez will have to be.
Yeah. So what's your score predictions for the Leicester game now?
It'll be a tough match, no doubt. Like I said, without Vardy, it's going to be a lot tougher for Leicester to have real attacking threat. Everton have been in really good form recently. We've been very relentless. We're doing well in the cup. In the league, we're doing really well. If we do get a good result, we can go back into the top four. We need to take our chance, and I think we will. Like I said, it won't be easy, but I'm going to predict it to be a 1-0 win for Everton.
Mm.
I don't see many goals in it. Both teams have good attacking players, but I think it will be going down to the first team to score will win the match.
Yeah, could be that way, but I think it'll be 2-1. That's my prediction. So thank you for joining us, Sam, and
Thank you.
hopefully everyone can subscribe to him and send us feedback and everything. So his links will be in the description. So that will do for our preview for the match. See you later, lads. Up the toffees.